emanating from deep under the earth, spreading across the globe at the speed of thought, changing the world one brain at a time. This is the Final Order Report from Green Brain Comics. Hello and welcome, Brainiacs. I am your host, Dan Merritt, Chief Purchasing Officer at Green Brain Comics. Every week we bring you a curated list of comics and graphic novels that will be going to print next week and are scheduled to hit the shelves as soon as 4 weeks from now. We're here today to share this info and give you one final chance to subscribe and or special order before Sunday, March 24th at 4 p.m. Green Brain Comics and the Final Order Report are powered by Comichub. Check out Comichub online at comichub.com. Mobile apps available for Android and iPhone. Start up an account online or sync up to your existing account. Order and pay securely online and make sure you never miss an issue. I will be using Comichub today to show you items from this week's Last Call for Confirmed Orders Carousel. That's it right there. We will be jumping ahead today in this abbreviated list to second printings. Is Dune House Carino #1, second printing with a new cover by Simone by Swanland. That's who did it. Second printing of Man's Best #1 with this recolored cover. A second printing of Helen of Windhorn from Tom King and artist Belkis Evely, who turns in this pen and ink piece for the second print. Nacelverse #0 gets a second printing. Crisis on Infinite Earths gets a facsimile edition. They will be reprinting all of the 12 issues from this miniseries in a standard format and a foil variant as well. And of course, we get a blank variant. Over at Marvel Comics, we get a second printing of Ghost Rider Final Vengeance. This with a new interior page cover from Danny Kim. Marvel Superhero Secret Wars Facsimile #5 ships on May 8th. Get your orders in by Sunday at 5 p.m. Symbiote Spider-Man 2099 #1 gets a second print. I still got a bunch of them on the shelf, so if you want this, let me know. I'll make sure you get it. Then Ultimate Universe #1 gets a second printing with a interesting twist on the Brian Hitch cover. This is sorely needed as an intro to the current Ultimate Universe post-Ultimate Invasion. Then we get a third printing of Ultimate X-Men #1 with this Sanford Green cover. And that wraps up our spotlight on new printing. Almost Dead #2 from Ablaze gets a second issue on April 10th. I Heart Skull Crusher from Boom Studios, very exciting new series. Justice Ducks #2 from Dynamite with this cover by Mirka Andolfo. Dawn Runner #2 from writer Ram V and Evan Cagle. The team behind Detective Comics and the art on Detective Comics cover. It's also got a B cover by Carl Kerschel. Cool kaiju fun. And we get a second issue of Ghostbusters Back in Town from David M. Boer and Blue Delaquanti. Star Trek Sons of Star Trek #2 ships on May 1st. And Moon Man #2 is available on April 17th. Both have an FOC this Sunday. Sam and Twitch Case Files #2 ships that same day. Number 1 comes out this week, so you're going to have to order it before you know you want it. Superman number 3, Superman 13 is House of Brainiac Part 2, featuring Superman and Lobo teaming up from Joshua Williamson and Rafa Sandoval. Also gets a Jim Lee artist spotlight cover, a Maria Wolf April Fool's Beppo the Super Monkey cardstock variant, and this foil variant of the Rafa Sandoval cover. Then we get a second issue of Jackpot and Black Cat with this Adam Hughes cover. Star Wars Jango Fett number 2. I think that number 1 just came out. X-Men Forever number 2 with this beautiful Mark Brooks cover. And that wraps up our spotlight on second. Check out this new series from Zach Thompson and Nicola Izzo. Blow Away number 1 has 2 covers. This A cover by Annie Wu and a B cover by Tyler Boss that will be available on April 17th from Boom Studios. Also from Boom Studios, the return of Something is Killing the Children number 36. This is revealing more about Erica Slaughter's past. Each issue highlights an appearance in 5 different American towns and features the journey that forged her into the unparalleled monster hunter she is today, featuring this A cover by Werther Daldera, a B cover from Jenny Frizen, this very nice Stanley Art Germ Lau cover wrap up Something is Killing the Children number 36. Lester of the Lesser Gods number 1 debuts from Dark Horse Comics on May 1st from writer Eric Powell and artist Gideon Kendall, co-written by comedian and voice actor Lucky Yates. Has this B cover by Eric Powell himself. That will be available on May 1st. And from Image Comics, 7174 AD, this is a series premiere of a new series featuring reprints of Ashley Wood material throughout the years. This all-new ongoing series features bits and bobs, including this short stories Duo Star Racers and Miss and Mrs., featuring 48 newsprint pages of madness and mayhem. It also has a B cover by Ashley Wood. Then over at Mad Cave Studio comes the debut of Dick Tracy, Back to Comics. This new series is written by Michael Morrissey, Chantel Amy Osman, and Alex Segura, with interior art by Geraldo Borges, and this cover by Geraldo Borges. You could check out that look inside button for a preview pages. This also has a B cover by Nick Filardi and Brett Schoonover, Sean Martinborough, and a blank sketch cover, all from Mad Cave Studios, available on April 24th. Get your orders in for any of these variants by Sunday, the 24th at 5 p.m. Oni Press brings back Rick and Morty Presents Finals Week Brawl Her by Christoph Bogix and Beck Kubrick, with this B cover by James Lloyd. That's graphic novels from Titan Publishing, Dead by Daylight. We got a couple of those. Back to the number ones, we got Darkstalkers from Udon Entertainment. This is a one-shot focusing on the character Jeddah, with interior art by Alberto Albuquerque and this cover by Panzer. A B cover by interior artist Alberto Albuquerque and a blank sketch cover. Then the cult classic warrior hero Deathstalker burst into the comic scene from an all-star lineup of creators, including Slash from Guns N' Roses and writer-director Creature FX wizard Steven Kostansky. With this interiors by Jim Terry and a cover by Nathan Gooden. That's right, Slash comes to comics. Let's see, Vault is also doing a nasty graphic novel, collecting that series. Over at DC, we get new story arcs on Batman, Superman, World's Finest, starting with number 26 with this Dan Mora cover. A B cover by Salvador LaRocca, and a Jim Lee artist spotlight cover. Oh, and that beautiful Maria Wolf April Fool's Titano variant. Oh, and a logo foil. And we also get a landmark 300th issue of Nightwing on issue 113 with this Bruno Redondo cover, a Dan Mora cover, Jamal Campbell, Serge Acuna, and this Jim Lee artist spotlight variant, all on Nightwing 113, the landmark 300th issue. And for another anniversary over at Marvel Comics, we get Daredevil number 8. This is a special oversized issue marking 60 years of Daredevil. A dragnet is closing around Matt Murdock, a.k.a. Daredevil. Police on both sides of the law are hunting him. Something vicious with a deep connection to Matt's very soul is hunting his friends. And in the midst of that chaos, an old foe with the blood of Matt's closest allies on his hands returns. Daredevil number 8 comes with this John Romita Jr. cover, variants by Frank Miller, J. Scott Campbell, and this Steven Segovia vampire variant that will be available on April 24th. And finally, from Marvel Comics in our spotlight on first issues is Star Wars Darth Maul, Black, White, and Red. A prison ship transporting a cult known as the Final Occultation goes offline, and Darth Maul is sent by Palpatine to investigate. Written by Ben Percy and artist Stefano Raphael, with this cover by Alex Maleev, features this story in black, white, and red. We've got this B cover by Ben Harvey, a movie cover, and we get this Frank Miller variant cover on Star Wars Darth Maul, black, white, and red. Get your orders in for any of these variants this Sunday, March 24th. And that wraps up our spotlight on FOC this week. Let's show you a couple events. We'll be back next week for more Final Order Report. But before that, we got Brain Scan coming up on Tuesday, the 27th at 6:30. That'll be a live stream on our YouTube channel and Facebook, featuring a live preview of all the new comics hitting the shelf on Wednesday, New Comic Book Day. And Brain Candy's coming back on Monday, April 15th, with musician Brian Ryborn, poet Mark James Andrew, and prose from Steve Amick. Will also feature visual art from Julie K. Fournier. That all happens on April 15th, a Monday at 7 p.m. Brain Candy 55, brought to you courtesy of the Emerging Writers Network and Green Brain Comics. And that wraps up our Final Order Report this week, folks. Stay up to date on all of our happenings. We are Green Brain Comics on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. On X, we are Green Brain CMX. All the links to our shopping cart website and Comic Hub are below in the description. We are spreading the love of comic books and graphic novels from the heart of East Downtown Dearborn since 1985. Feed your brain at Green Brain Comics. Thanks for watching, folks. Emanating from deep under the earth, spreading across the globe at the speed of thought, changing the world one brain at a time. This is the Final Order Report from Green Brain Comics.